Better than he's ever been. He shows no decline. The guy's never had any surgeries. I mean, he's just a tank of a human being.
Yeah.
Really, really impressive stuff. And Jim Miller really believes that right now he's at his peak in terms of his ability to perform inside the octagon and his understanding of the fight game in general.
All right, now let us take a look at Find Your Wins, brought to you by New Amsterdam Vodka. DC, how does Jim Miller find a win tonight?
Jim Miller has to be patient. He cannot chase Bobby Green. Bobby Green is a phenomenal striker, but a really good counter striker. And when Bobby's on his bicycle, he's got to move him and stop the movement with his kicks, so he's got to mix him in. And the last one, John, when you've been here this many times and you won as much as he's won, just be Jim Miller, baby. Go out there and be Jim Miller. Be the guy who has been here for years and years, that has been in there more than anyone, and has won more than anyone in the UFC history.
Here's Bobby Green making the walk for his 49th pro fight. DC, 25 of those have been in the UFC, and he shared a Strikeforce card with you back in the day. And I know for you it's been really cool to watch this man rise to stardom, realize some financial freedom, and become an even better mixed martial arts athlete along the way.
I love it. I love watching Bobby Green's story, because I saw Bobby Green in Strikeforce kicking a cage when there was nobody really watching. But then when you get to know Bobby Green, you know the fun personality, but you also recognize the fighting ability. Bobby Green said he respects Jim Miller. He loves being in this position to fight him on his historic card. But his intention tonight is to end it. It's time to put an end to all of Jim Miller and his success inside the octagon. And with Bobby's style, he does have the ability to do that.
All right, Joe Rogan, what does Bobby Green need to do to get his hand raised here tonight?
Well, Bobby Green has got such an unorthodox and beautiful style to watch. He's so unpredictable, hands down. Footwork and movement, I think, is going to be a big factor. He's so fast and so good on his feet. Also, avoid the clinch. He doesn't want to go to the ground with Jim Miller. Jim Miller is an elite jiu-jitsu black belt. I think stay up, and it's not that Bobby Green doesn't have submissions, it's just he shines on the feet. And I think a factor is trash talk. Bobby Green can get into your head. He will distract you. He will get you thinking. He will take a little bit of your resources away just to deal with all the stuff that's coming out of his mouth. And then those fists are coming out your face.
And when past opponents have talked about Bobby Green and maybe denigrated his skills at times, more often than not, he's been able to use that against them. And he has taken issue with some of the things that Jim Miller has said this week. They will decide it here tonight. All right, here we go, folks. Second fight of the night is UFC 300 as we break out from the tail of the tape. Bobby Green still with that ranking. He's 37. Jim Miller is a man. He is 40. Bobby Green taller by a couple of inches. Both fighters enter the octagon with an identical reach of 71 inches. All right, now for the introductions, back inside to the venerable Goosebump.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist with a professional record, 37 wins, 17 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 155 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Sparta, New Jersey, Jim introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 35 wins, 15 losses, 1 draw, 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 156 pounds, fighting out of Montana, California, Bobby King. A referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Mark Goddard with us for UFC 300, as is the beautiful Meg De La Cruz. With Jim Miller, plus 155 underdog tonight at close against Bobby King Green. Moving in a lot of respects in the lightweight division. A lot of high-profile ranked lightweights will compete here at UFC 300. First up, Jim Muller. He's in blue, King green and red.
The trash talk has already started from Bobby. Right away. Oh, good right hand by Bobby.
Part of his game. Bobby keeps his hands really, really low. I was almost expecting him to carry him a little higher after the last fight, but he has done what he's done for so long. I don't know why I was thinking to change it.
Retreat there by Green after Miller appeared to connect with one.
Oh, good right hand by Miller. Good front kick by Bobby.
Miller loading up. Green able to evade that right hand offering. Miller did suggest respectfully that Bobby Green's style doesn't necessarily age well, but he has maintained the speed. Nearly 50 fights into a pro career that dates to 2008.
And very few guys can match Jim Miller on experience. Bobby is one of those guys that's been everywhere, fought everyone. But Jim Miller right now looks very calm and patient. He said that his career today, he never could have imagined it. When he changed gyms, he made the fighting about himself. He said that he has become a better fighter, and that's why he's still here today. Not only hoping to hang on, but looking to work his way back into the ring.
And that trash talk, boy, that is a fact. Because Bobby will get in your head.
Nice jab by Green.
And every time he hits you, he lets you know.
Miller told us in a fight, excuse me, Joe, that the key to his longevity really has been that he's never been in there trying to point fight and win decisions, and certainly finishes having a stable in his UFC career.
It's also, he's very defensively responsible. Keeps his hands up high, very good at rolling with shots, using his shoulders to block things. But everything comes from such weird angles with Bobby, and you don't see them coming because his hands are low. It is a big advantage. The significant disadvantage is that your chin is always there, it's not protected. But the advantage of not knowing where your opponent's strikes come, that's what Bobby Green brings into the fight.
Well, he's landing, right? Jim's all red up already.
Yep.
When he tries to enter, Bobby's avoiding, backing up and throwing punches from those odd angles. Even as he retreats, Bobby will put that right hand out there. Just like that. When Jim stops, now Bobby will take a few steps. Bobby's a master at controlling the real estate, making sure he's not back to the fence, so Jim can change up and take him down. And you can't let Bobby find his rhythm. When he finds his rhythm, he gets so comfortable. He starts to see everything.
And the problem is with the speed difference. Jim is being forced to kind of rush in, and Bobby is such a master at just sliding just out of the way and countering you.
There you go, right there. His eyes are always on you.
He's doing something different today, too, with the front leg. He's utilizing a lot of front leg side kicks.
I think that's very important because he recognizes that Jim Miller wants to take him down.
Good left hand by Bobby.
That great hand spin is something to behold. He seems to be controlling the pace here under 90 seconds, round one.
Well, there's some big bonuses on the line tonight. So it's going to encourage some more exciting fighting. Not Bobby Green and Jim Miller, but I'm talking about just overall.
Green has thrown and landed more through 4 minutes. Nice counter there by Miller. Green suggests his arm caught it.
Got that old shell defense where he throws an elbow up or something right as you're about to land, and it kind of skirts off his arms, so you never get the full power or make complete contact with Bobby Green.
One thing Jim is very good at when they get in tight is elbows.
Yes.
When they collide, yeah.
You got to try to trap Bobby and make him fight him close. The Bobby's not opposed to turning and just kind of running away. Right. When Jim gets...
Nice counter right now. Green in another. Good left hand by Miller. Oh, it's not Bobby hurt. Yep. Oh, he hit him again. Oh, good by Bobby.
the kicks are doing great. I want to see more uppercuts and fakes. When he's spinning and doing those goofy things, that's when you shoot.
Listen, you can shoot on it out. You know what I'm saying? All right? Come on, listen. You just need to comments right there, Jason. Each round. Keep him out to the punches. Keep moving sideways. Don't slow down to his level after he catches. You got to keep on. Okay, on your shit. On your shit. Let's go.
The UFC 300 prelims are presented by Bud Light. Jim Miller cracking a wry smile as round 2 gets underway. That is Miller in blue, Bobby King green and red. Sam Mason in the green corner suggesting to his student, don't be afraid to take him down. Not necessarily what we expected out of Green strategically at the time.
Second time he's throwing that back foot kick. Jim's got to be very aware. But as you said earlier, Joe, he's very responsible defensively. His hands are always in the right place.
All right, let us check in for the first time tonight with Coach Dean Thomas. Dino.
You know, I really like Miller's corner telling him to shoot. But what he must absolutely do in this situation is anticipate countering the counters of Bobby Green. Because he's at a speed disadvantage, he has to expect it when he's going to get countered. He has to be there to counter those counters, just like the
That fight is so close now. Bobby's telling him, come on, I'm not going anywhere.
Green attacks the body, 3.5 minutes to go round 2.
The champ Miller brings to the arena.
I'll tell you, man, Jim Miller has been around this sport for a real long time. I never really got to speak to him. Yesterday we interviewed him, and he's a really cool dude, man. Jim Miller is a great guy, fun. And said he's going to make me Cajun food when I go to New Jersey for UFC 302, so I'm holding him to it.
Oh, nice combination by Green. Welcome, no holds barred to the pinnacle of professional sports shoot for 300 events in counting. UFC is still as real as it gets. Celebrate this monumental milestone in EA Sports UFC 5.
Jim's got some bleeding on the right cheek now.
All those pops right under that right eye. It might not see, and that's the thing about Green. He doesn't throw big shots. Nothing's overreaching. He doesn't throw overhand rights and big hooks. It's everything kind of straight down the middle. And when you hit that target time and time again, you start to see the damage accrue, and that's what's happening to Jim Miller.
It's the nose, too. His nose is leaking. His face is leaking, and he's a mask of blood now.
And we have isolated what cut him or so appears. One prevailing storyline, though, leading into this fight, BC, Bobby Green's strength of schedule, especially of late, right? Stepping up to face Islam Makhachev.
Yep.
Grant Dawson when he was undefeated, right? Jim Miller has been finishing guys, but he hasn't been fighting the quality of competition that Green has of late.
Well, Bobby has, right? Even the last fight, Bobby was in there with Jalen Turner, who stepped in on short notice, fighting later on this afternoon or this evening. But Bobby has fought the best of the best, and it's showing in the confidence right now.
That was a beautiful right hand landed there by Bobby. He's starting to move away from it in the second round.
And to fight with that level of confidence in close, he must not feel as much danger from Miller right now, because generally when you fight with your hands down, you're more than comfortable doing it when there's space. But when you get in close, those hands start to creep up a little bit, knowing that you might be in danger. Bobby's keeping his hands down, even when he's right in front of Jim.
Green has landed more than twice as many significant strikes. Miller really wearing it on the right side now.
And everything starts with the jab from Bobby Green. Everything starts with the jab. Little pop jab, following you with the right hand.
Yeah, it's a jab.
It's beautiful jab.
Coming right off the hip.
From a different angle. Now, we used to see it coming from up here. Bobby is popping that thing. It's coming up at him, opposed to straight down the line. I mean, the speed advantage is so clear for Green.
The speed and the movement.
That jab is nasty tonight.
Well, and for a kick before his leg retreats, he's throwing you a jab.
Oh. He's beating him up now. Look at all the blood on Jim Miller.
His face is a mess. He's going to have a lot of work to do between rounds.
A huge second round for the King. Third and final coming up for Vegas.
If you need a breather, you can always grab him. You need water?
Breathe. Let's get that heart right now. You need 2 minutes now. It's 1 more, right?
What's that? You'll be all right. You'll worry about it tomorrow.
Right.
5 more, Jim. Give it to it.
UFC 300 will be run for the ages on pay-per-view night. Every fight capable of headlining its own show. But you're getting all 5 massive fights on one night. You can buy UFC 300 right now. ESPNplus.com/PPV, UFC.com/PPV, everywhere else in the world. So Jim Miller, between rounds, acknowledging to his corner that he can't really see out of that right eye because of the blood. He also said he thinks he broke his finger. That more of an issue for tomorrow, his coach said, but seemingly anybody's fight, maybe 1-1 as we hit this third and final round.
He said, that wasn't, I hear you, coach. Oh.
Miller's got to do something different to change the course of this fight. That second round was a masterful performance by Bobby Green, and he's starting off the third the exact same
Well,
way.
even that first round, I think coach is being a little bit giving to say that they won that first round. I don't know that he won round 1. It was a better round.
Yeah,
But I don't know if
it easier to be 2 rounds down. And the second round was a big and Bobby's just teeing off on him now. Good left hand by Miller.
left hand by Jim.
Didn't have the same effect that Bobby's punches had.
He's got to try to punch in between Bobby's combinations. You can't wait for Bobby to be finished to start trying to return. He's not fast enough. If he doesn't throw with Bobby, he's never going to get to him.
Well, I feel like his approach should be much more kick heavy.
Like this.
Yeah.
This is what he's got to do. When Bobby starts to throw an extended combination, he's got to just start throwing with him.
You see the strike discrepancy there on the left side. Green has thrown volume-wise over 100 more strikes than Miller here tonight. Strong inside leg kick for Miller. Green shucks it off.
It's just the amount of damage, the amount of activity Green is putting out there. He's working. And I don't know that Jim is willing to work at this rate. He's trying. But when you take 3 and 4 at a time and you're whipping, it's hard to continue down that path. And now he's got to cut above his right eye, it seems like. Just the accuracy. Oh, very impressive.
This was all empty hurt him there with that right hand. Jim is just so busted up.
He's just so tough, too.
And he's having a really hard time seeing out of that right eye. Oh, Bobby's teeing off on him. Good left hand by Miller, but not enough.
Yeah, oftentimes for Miller, it's one and done. Everything from Green coming in combination. Huge right hand for the King there.
Now think about this, Joe. You don't understand or recognize when a guy like Bobby Green gets knocked out in the way that he did in Austin. You watch the other fans. How he's going to come back? He's so confident, look like he hurt there.
Jim might have heard of that.
Yeah, it looked like Jim might have heard it. Bobby's clinching. But even in that, right, knowing that you're dominating the fight the way that he was, you get hurt, you initiate the clinch to find safety.
Well, you can see matchup-wise why Dana White, Sean Shelby kept wanting to put this fight together. Well-matched guys, under 90 seconds now to decide it. Bring back to work on that jab.
But I mean, Jim Muller is tough as they come in. This guy will not quit fighting. He's not giving up on himself. He just seems to be up against it tonight. And I believe that's just a motivated Bobby Green. Bobby Green was ready for UFC 300, ready to put on an inspiring performance. That's exactly what he has done for his group.
Both fighters went simultaneously. King Green trying to get a finish.
Bobby should back off. Jim's hurt so bad. Jim's hurt so bad, I don't know that he can get up. Bobby needs to get up and give him space.
I think he thinks he can finish it here, though.
Oh, my goodness. This is brutal.
To his feet, under 20 seconds to go.
He can smell the bottom
from the booth.
It's everywhere.
Takedown.
Bad